Well, hey everybody, welcome to the Iowa Hobby Farm. It's the 26th of November. We got about 4 to 5 inches of snow on the ground. So I'm gonna get the tractor out and do some playing. Trying to get some of this driveway done here. I wasn't actually gonna do it because I usually wait until the rocks and stuff are covered in ice and then I can drop the plow down, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the blade backwards and just drag it for now. But my my drive, it's a pretty steep hill down to the shed, and then down to the entrance down there. It's a pretty steep hill. You have to have four-wheel drive to get up our four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive to get up our hill. It's hard when we have people come over and they have two-wheel drive cars, but if I get the plow out there in enough time, I can usually get ahead of it enough. But we'll see how this goes. I'll try to get some video on the tractor. I don't know if I have very many videos. I probably have some shorts or something on our YouTube of me with the kids on the tractor and Wyatt driving the tractor and stuff, but we're gonna put it in action and test out the big lights that I put on it, and we'll just go from there. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. All right, so this is a Kubota B2601. It's four-wheel drive and diesel, of course. So those are the factory lights, and those are the aftermarket lights that I put on there. And it's night and day. I have them behind it as well. Those lights are made by Nightlight, and for the money, I think they were about $70 or $80. You get a big long LED bar and 2 pod lights, and it comes with a wiring harness. Yeah, when you buy it, they're on Amazon, but when you buy it, just make sure that you get the appropriate wiring harness. I grabbed something that I thought would work, but it didn't end up working, so just keep in mind it's the same brand as the ones I have on the side-by-side. I actually put them on there first. Sorry for the bumping. I got chains on this thing and it's moving around. I'll be back. Well, it seems like it's doing a pretty decent job. Like I said, sorry about the wind. Like I said, this wasn't a very big snowfall, but down here by my gate, it's getting pretty slick. And I just have a feeling that if I don't push it today, it's going to freeze harder tomorrow, and we don't have an automatic gate, so each time we want to open a gate, we got to get out of our cars. It wouldn't be very fun to fall on some ice, so I just try to stay on top of it. One thing I have noticed about these chains, and you'll be able to see it here, I get way more traction now, and what that does is it pushes the front tires quite a bit. I know some people put front chains on it, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's necessary. I can use my dual brakes in the rear to kind of control that, mitigate the problem a little bit. But when I get stopped up here, I will give you a little tour of the tractor and talk about these lights a little bit more. All right, here, let me shut this thing off. All right, so like I said before, this is the Kubota B2601. I believe it's 26 horsepower. And so far I've really enjoyed working with this tractor. It's perfect for the size of place we've got out here. We don't have some big sprawling farm out here by any means, but for what I want to do, it's just about perfect. I've got a Land Pride rear blade. I'm running it backwards right now, like I said, because the gravel is still loose. It's not froze underneath. It's still able to be moved around. I don't want to move too much gravel. The lights, if I can keep from blinding the camera here, these are I've got them mounted by U-bolts, but it's a nightlight, and I believe that's a, I can't remember. That might be an 18-inch or it might be a 14-inch light bar in the front. And then I've got these little pod lights in the back, and those are about 4 inches. What I did with those is I angled them toward the outside so I can see farther out here. That just helps me when I'm turning around so I don't run over something or anything like that. Another attachment that I got is the finishing mower. I've got to get that covered up. I always like to clean that up, and then I'll even throw some auto detailer on it, and then I'll tarp it up and keep that out of the elements. I like to grease it up good before I put it away for the winter. I just haven't had time. This tractor also has a belly mower, and I cleaned that up for the season, and try to keep that in good working order. This is what we use to mow our yard. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but our yard is a lot of hills. There's not hardly a flat spot on it, but that's why I've got this. So the one thing I would like to do is get some fluid for the tires for a little bit more weight, and that'll help keep me on the ground a little bit better mowing, and also for snow removal. But yeah, this is the first time that I've been able to tackle this hill with the blade down going uphill, and those tire chains are a game changer. So if you're thinking about getting them, I would recommend it. These are actually custom made. My neighbor had these. They're pretty old, and they were too long, so he helped me out quite a bit and cut them down, and then I just hooked them together and stretched them out across it. It took me about 2 days to do this because I didn't quite know what I was getting into, and we made them just about a link too short, and I was able to just get a link and put it in there, and they are tight. I'm sure I'll have to tighten them here at some point this winter, but until then they're working great. I even tried to, when I was trying to install them, I even tried to air the tires down, but these industrial style tires are stiff. It's not gonna help you if you air them down to try to squeeze that chain over them. That is not gonna help. So I aired them back up, got the length that I needed for both sides, and I was able to get it to go over the side. So it's kind of a pain, but like I said, it's well worth it. So yeah, I'll try to finish up this part, and I've got a little bit left to do up at the house, and hopefully it'll be melted this week. I just figure I better get on it and stay on the job and get it done before it gets too far away from me. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll have some more tractor videos this winter. I got quite a bit of projects I want to do. The main one, we're going to cut some trees down around the pond. I've got a lot of cottonwoods around the pond that although we like them because they're really tall, they get in the way of Wyatt and I and Reagan's fishing, and they're kind of a pain in the butt if you want to have a swimming pool. They'll clog your filters. They actually clogged the filter on my tractor this year. I had just got done cleaning out the vent on the front, and took it for a few spins around the yard mowing, and my daughter came up and said, "Hey, what's that green stuff running out of the bottom of your tractor?" Well, it went to the overflow hose, and I'm just glad she saw it, because I didn't know anything was going on, and the inner screen was completely packed with cottonwood fluff. So I think if I get rid of 2 or 3 of those big cottonwoods this winter, that'll help. And the reason I do it in the winter is because I like to drop those right on the pond, and then I can just drag them right off the pond. It's a lot easier. I can cut them up on the pond, stack them in the back of the side-by-side, and then just, sorry about the finger in the way, stack them on the side-by-side, get them out of the way, stack them up for firewood. They don't burn the greatest, but they're good enough for a bonfire. So, well guys, thanks for watching, and if you're in Iowa, stay warm. Man, it's windy. It's supposed to feel like single digits tonight. So I'm going to be on this for about another 30 minutes and get nice and cold out here, and then I'm probably going to hit the hot tub.